And,
oh my gosh.
The next 3 are going to be Christmas gifts for some of my best friends.
Driving the 50 Merc, and I'm strapped in this jump vest and up on a parking structure. There's a road down here that Terry Jackson's going to drive a car, and I got to bust out of the 2nd-story parking structure and land behind him. But I can't see Terry. So Terry Leonard, the stunt coordinator, is going to cue me over a walkie-talkie when to take off. So we angled the ramp, and going off like the edge of this table, the front right tire is going to come off first. The torque of the flywheel is going to want to bring the car down on its front right. So everything's kind of telling us that this car, it's only 14 feet, but it might want to roll it over and land and flip. So we put one jump ramp, an 18-inch wide, 1-foot-high ramp to bring up the right side of the car, so that as it would come off, it would level out. Because also, there was a pillar, and as I was going, I had to make a left-hand turn. So left-hand turn, compressing the weight that way, the front right dropping off, everything was telling us this car is going to roll, which would be bad.
Yeah.
So, because I'm going like 50. So we put the one ramp there, I'm blind, I'm in the car, and when I'm strapped in, I can't reach the key, and I had to have Ben Scott reach in to put the car into drive. So I'm sitting there waiting, and they're action, roll cameras, action. I'm waiting, and I could hear Terry coming, and all of a sudden over the walkie-talkie, they're like, action, Corey, go, go, go. So I just stomp on it, take off, go off that, around the pillar, hit that ramp, and it comes out through that metal in the movie. They scored all the metal. And I bust out into the air, land right behind Terry. I'm like, perfect timing for them to call it. But the engine mounts break, so the motor gets thrown forward, which pulls the throttle linkage. So I hear the engine go, whoa, like that. I'm like, oh, I'm not even touching the accelerator. I'm going for the brakes, but the floorboard had come up to the brakes. So I've got no brakes. Now, I'm thinking, okay, Tommy Cimento on Dukes, we always rigged the high beam switch to be a kill switch. Yep. So if you ever got into a problem, you stomp on the high beam switch and it kills the engine. Well, I asked for that, but a different mechanic did it. So he set up the high beam switch like a light switch. Off, on, off, on. So when I came out and I heard the engine take off, I'm hitting the brakes and I'm not stopping. I'm looking down, I can see the floorboards pushed up. And I look up and I see the chain link fence that separates me from the Long Beach freeway. I go through the chain link fence onto the Long Beach freeway into oncoming traffic. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I can't reach the key to turn off the engine. I'm not going to release my 5-point harness. I'm trying to get I can't reach it to put it in the neutral, so I'm stomping on the high beam switch, and the car's going, because I'm turning it off. And I'm turning it back on. And if I just hit it once, I think we would have been good. And I'm like, oh my God. So now I'm seeing the cars coming. I miss a minivan. I miss another car. It's like a real life video game. And now I'm like, now what do I do? Because everyone's stopping, and all 3 lanes are stopped. So I cranked the wheel and stuffed it into the center divider. And so the car just smashed and sat there until it seized the engine. And then the Long Beach police wanted to arrest me because we didn't have a permit to use a freeway.